We have a good news. We just have again a webinar with our bishop, and we know that we are allowed now to do public mass. So this weekend, Saturday, 5 p.m., start of our weekend public mass, where we will be accommodating up to 25% of the capacity of the church, and so it will be limited. So we ask for your patience, and thank you for your patience and your prayers. We have continued been praying for all of you too, and so that's the one thing that we are doing now. So if we have overflow from the church, our hall will be also available 15 minutes after we start the mass in the church. So especially the 9, there will be 9:15, and then the 11, there will be 11:15 in the hall, and then the 4 p.m. there will be also 4:15 in the church. The 5 p.m. in the Saturday, there will be also 5:15 in the hall, 5 p.m. in the church. So that's our plan, and Laura will talk more about that later on, the details. And then, so we are following what the bishop is telling us to do in this reopening or restoring our parish life. It's rising with Christ, restoring our parish life. And that's what they are telling. And now, only the gathering for Mass is the one that is giving us permission to do in our churches. So there's no other gathering yet that is permitted except the Mass. And then we also want you to know that continue with the social distancing. And it is highly encouraged that also you wear mask when you come to church. You only remove it when you receive communion and then put it back again. So that's for all our safety. And for other details, Father Clement will also talk about.
All right. Hello there, parishioners of Our Lady of Joy. It's good to be with you again. And Father Jess reminded us this morning at a staff meeting that it's been 60 days since we've not been to church and the lockdown, and it seems like forever, and for some people it seems like just yesterday. But it gives me the opportunity to remind and bring to attention that many of us, even though it's been a difficult time, but we can see how God every day leads us on and on and on. And you can imagine that for 60 days you've been on lockdown. And that's what the spiritual life is about. When we stay with God, He helps us move every day, and that's the journey. And this is exactly the kind of journey that the Israelites went through when they crossed the Red Sea. It's uncertain, it was difficult, but at the end, God led us through. So just to bring that to attention. Now, for our schedule again, we are very, very concerned about your health and our health. So following the guidelines from the bishop, we're going to have double masses to help everybody keep the social distance directive. So 5 p.m. on Saturday, we'll have one mass in the church. We'll have a second mass at 5:15 in the hall. On Sunday, we'll have 9 a.m. in the church. We'll have a second mass, 9:15 in the hall. And on Sunday again at 11, we will have 11 a.m. mass in the hall. We'll have 11:15 in the hall. And then 11 a.m. mass will be live streamed for those who still feel not very comfortable to come, and then we will give communion to people who attend the live stream mass at 11 between 12 and 1 p.m. So you see, we're doing everything possible to get back. And 4 p.m. mass on Sunday, we're going to have a double mass, right? One in the church and 4:15 in the hall. So we are very ready for you. We're very ready to accompany you in a very healthy, smart way to continue to journey with the Lord. So thank you very much for your patience, and I think Laura will want to share some other few things with you.
Yes, hello. Everything that both priests have been telling you is also on the website, so if it's confusing at all, it's written down. I just want to reiterate, there still is a 7 a.m. Mass as well. It's just, we're not doing a 7:15, a double one on that. We are having a liturgical meeting tomorrow, Deacon Jim and myself and the priests, with all the liturgical ministers on how we're going to proceed this weekend. So everyone's involved in making sure that the church is clean, that we're going to come in the 2 main doors, and then at the end of Mass we'll open up the 2 front side doors as well as the 2 main doors, so that those of you closest to the side doors can go out the side doors and don't have to wait in groups to get out the main doors. We will clean every pew afterwards, after every Mass. We're cleaning restrooms after every Mass. We're just doing our best to make sure that you feel safe. Both priests are asking, strongly urging that everyone wear masks to church, and except obviously when you go to communion. And they're also urging that you take communion by the hand. Only if you don't take it by the hand and you do take it in by the mouth, it'll be the presiding priest's line that you will want to get into. Again, a lot of information. We just want to make you feel comfortable about coming and know that we're taking it seriously. I did also want to mention that we are an office that never did close. We have quite a few people working from home, but you can come in anytime, Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 3 at this point in time. It doesn't mean we're still not here after 3, but the doors are locked at 3 o'clock. Please call, leave messages. We're all answering anything that you send in. I just want you to know that there's still a lot of live streaming going on. Groups like Catherine and Katie are live streaming a family night, a family ministry night, that then is put up on YouTube. There's lots of different things that are happening. Look at YouTube, stay connected. If you have any questions about next year, all the faith formation people are working on next year and what's going to be going on. And yes, we're still having things. We'll let you know as soon as we can open up to any groups. We will do that. But we miss you terribly. And can't wait to see you face to face. So happy that we're going to be able to see most of you at Mass. So, Father?
Okay, just to remind you that the general dispensation of our bishop still on, it continues, so you don't have to come if you are not comfortable, especially if you are sick, please stay home. The Lord be with you.
And with your spirit.
And the Almighty God bless you, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Amen.
Go in peace. Go in peace.
Ciao.
Ciao.